He said it twice, back to back, no mistake. Then he stopped himself. He knew how that would sound to people. Smith broke it down plain and simple. This man doesn't chase drama. He doesn't need hype. This isn't about marketing. Then he dropped a line that spread everywhere. And Smith wasn't alone. That's what made this huge. Kendrick Perkins, a guy who's always had LeBron's back, went on ESPN, and he used one word that stuck hard. Then Perkins pushed even harder. He told everyone watching, LeBron already knows where he's going. Perkins said if he were LeBron, he'd probably do the same, but it still bugged him to watch. Then Shannon Sharpe stepped in with a totally different take. When Commissioner Adam Silver admitted the league couldn't lock the 2026-27 schedule, no opening night, no Christmas games, until LeBron picked the team, Sharpe caught the irony fast. Silver had begged LeBron on a Thursday to hurry up, and Sharpe said, for a guy nobody supposedly wants, the league sure needs him bad. Three big voices, three different moods. Smith was fed up. Perkins was blunt. Sharpe was standing up for LeBron. But they all agreed on one thing. Nobody outside LeBron's circle knows what's coming, and everyone's exhausted waiting. Here's why this actually matters. This isn't just noise. LeBron told the Lakers he was leaving. Now the 41-year-old is stuck in the longest free agency of his life. Offers are pouring in, but still nothing, and the whole basketball world is losing its mind waiting. This isn't just fans getting impatient. The league itself is stuck too. Silver wasn't just venting. Networks, schedule makers, marketing teams, they're all frozen, waiting on one man. This isn't just where will LeBron play. It's the NBA literally can't finish its calendar until he talks. So how did we get here? How does a four-time champion end up freezing an entire league? To understand Smith's anger, we've got to rewind back to the day LeBron told the Lakers he was done. It all kicked off fast. LeBron told the Lakers he was ready to move on. His agent, Rich Paul, confirmed it to ESPN's Shams Charania. One phone call, and the league's whole summer flipped upside down. But this wasn't a clean break. LeBron told Rich Paul, talk to every team. Bring back the options, then I'll decide. He was coming back for a 24th season, but whether it'd be his last, nobody knew. Not even the people closest to him. Teams moved quick. Golden State was one of the first chasing hard. Once free agency opened, Draymond Green turned down $27.6 million. That gave the Warriors room to make a play for LeBron, and maybe a trade for Anthony Davis too. Green didn't stay quiet about his choice either. He explained it himself. That one move by Green changed everything for Golden State's chase. LeBron already faced this team 4 times in the finals with Cleveland, and he's close with Curry, Green, and Kerr. Suddenly, Golden State wasn't just a rumor, it was real. Cleveland jumped in too, and their pitch hits different. A true homecoming. LeBron played 11 seasons and over 1,000 games there. The Cavs even reshuffled their whole cap sheet just to make room for him. Philadelphia joined the race too. On paper, they might have the best roster of anyone, but let's be real, the city just isn't the flashiest pick. And Miami never left the picture. Even Stephen A. floated it out loud himself. And it wasn't just 4 teams calmly waiting. Things got messy fast. Giannis got traded to Miami, Jaylen Brown got shipped to Philly. At the draft, one story took over everything. Where is LeBron going? Every single trade that summer tied back to one thing: clearing space just in case LeBron showed up. By the time free agency opened, front offices weren't running teams anymore. They were running a full-blown recruiting campaign. Teams sent pitches straight to Rich Paul through voice memos, and who recorded those memos said everything about how bad a team wanted him. Some sent role players, others sent the top boss himself. Philly may have gotten an edge here. Their team president, Bob Myers, went on Rich Paul's podcast personally. That's the wild scene Stephen A. was reacting to. Not 2 quiet favorites. 5 teams, voice memos, blockbuster trades, and the biggest name of all, saying absolutely nothing. Here's where it gets confusing, because everyone close to LeBron was sending mixed signals. Insiders kept saying the hard part was already finished. Chris Haynes reported that Rich Paul said LeBron had all the info he needed, the decision was fully in his hands. But weeks kept ticking by anyway. That gap between he has everything he needs and total silence is exactly what set Smith off. He didn't buy that this was just a tough call needing more time. He even compared it to LeBron's infamous decision back in 2010. Then a new detail gave LeBron's camp some cover. Insider Mark Stein said the delay might not be ego at all. It might be about timing. Word around Vegas was LeBron might wait until after the World Cup final to make his announcement, so it could grab full attention from American sports media. If true, that's not stalling, that's strategy. And strategy is exactly what Smith accused him of, just aimed somewhere else. Not everyone was mad though. Golden State brought back Al Horford and Porzingis, kept a roster spot open, and just kept waiting patiently for LeBron. Basically, the Warriors said, we'll wait as long as it takes, even though we're not even sure it'll work out. Meanwhile, LeBron broke his silence just a little. On a podcast with Tyrese Halliburton at a fan event in New York, he admitted how heavy this choice really is. He called it huge, for himself, for his family, for the final stretch of his career. So here's a man admitting the stakes are massive. Family, legacy, the very end of his career, while still giving zero clues on timing. And that gap, heavy decision plus total silence, is exactly what Smith refuses to accept as an excuse. To him, it's all one strategy. But not everyone agreed with Smith. Emmanuel Acho pushed back hard, saying this isn't some simple, rushed call. This is the final chapter of a legendary career. It deserves patience, not pressure. Shannon Sharpe attacked it from another angle completely. If people say LeBron's declining and nobody really wants him, then why is the commissioner personally begging him to hurry up? From what we've been told by a lot of analysts, nobody wants LeBron, but the commissioner says, look, I need this man to hurry up and make a schedule because networks are calling us. They want to lock things in. Opening night, Christmas Day games, very important games. For somebody that no one wants, the NBA is sure asking an awful lot from this man. Sharpe's point cuts deep into Smith's whole argument. Smith says LeBron is faking suspense on purpose. Sharpe says he doesn't have to fake anything. The suspense is real, Sharpe argued, not manufactured. LeBron, at 41, is still important enough to freeze the entire league's schedule. You can't have it both ways. Either he's a fading story nobody cares about, or he's important enough that the commissioner is personally lobbying him. It can't be both. There's also a family side to this that keeps getting ignored. LeBron's family has lived in LA for 8 years. His son Bronny's with the Lakers. Bryce plays college ball at Arizona. His daughter Zuri plays volleyball at Sierra Canyon. If he heads east, he'll be far from all of them. Golden State would keep him close. That's not spin. That's a real, messy family problem stacked right on top of a basketball decision. And it's exactly the kind of thing that disappears when the story turns into just hurry up already. Even Smith hasn't always been hard on LeBron. Just months back, during a Lakers win streak, he praised him hard on air. That context matters. Smith's frustration isn't about LeBron's game, it's about this one drawn-out process. Nothing more. Perkins calls it grandstanding. Sharpe calls it irony. Two sides of the same argument. Is this manufactured, or is this just what real, unresolved importance looks like when a legend refuses to be rushed? Nobody's won that argument, because the only man who can settle it hasn't said a word. This isn't like LeBron's past free agencies, where the rumors died out in a news cycle or two. This one stretched across a draft, several blockbuster trades, an entire World Cup, and now a commissioner publicly begging his own broadcast partners for patience. Every week that passes without an answer just adds another layer. The calls keep coming from Cleveland, the Bay, Philly, Miami. The voice memos keep rolling in through Rich Paul, and Stephen A. Smith keeps saying the same thing. Everybody already knows where this is going. They're just waiting for LeBron to finally say it. Even Perkins, despite using the harshest word of all, said he wasn't accusing LeBron of anything shady, just of enjoying the spotlight like most people would in his shoes. And Perkins added something that actually softens it. This isn't about chasing a bigger paycheck. LeBron's already a billionaire. He makes more off the court than on it. So whatever's behind the delay, it isn't money. It just means he gets to end his career exactly how he wants. That's a luxury almost no legend ever gets. So the pushback against Smith wasn't really defending the silence. It was saying this silence has layers: family, legacy, timing around the World Cup. Things a short cable rant tends to boil down to one lazy word: stalling. So what does this leave us? Smith still frustrated, live, on camera, with zero resolution. Still 5 teams in the mix, Golden State still holding space, cautiously hopeful. Cleveland still pushing the homecoming angle. Philly's still selling the best roster in the least flashy city, and Miami's still just one phone call away, according to Smith himself. LeBron said just enough to keep every camera locked on him, without ever dropping the real headline. His comments about family and the end of his career didn't solve anything. They just confirmed how heavy this really is. He called it a massive decision, for himself, for his family, and for how he wants to close out his career. What's wild is how much weight one free agent is putting on an entire league. It's not just fans refreshing their phones, it's the commissioner's office, it's front offices holding empty roster spots, it's insiders like Haynes and Stein dropping new theories weekly, each one treated like huge news. And Smith hasn't backed down one bit. On First Take, on his podcast, on his show, same message every time. A guy who's done free agency before knows exactly how to stretch it out, and he's choosing to.